Hello.
First of all, let's start with the vexed question of the expletive, the swear word. Now, I know in the past, for example, the Duke of Edinburgh, Prince Philip, has told certain photographers to, in stronger terms than Princess Anne, naff off, using Carol's words. What are your thoughts of swearing?
Well, the first thing I was going to say is I know exactly what Carol's talking about, that four-letter word as we know is gosh, and there's nothing wrong with using the word gosh.
Tell us what you would think was a bad word to use.
Please don't say the word.
What do you use instead of the F-bomb? What do you use?
There's quite a few. I mean, we've got gosh, which I think is great. Fiddlesticks. I mean, fiddlesticks.
Oh, no.
It's
Grant.
fantastic. You know, when you bash, let's just say you bash your toe or you bang your knee or heavens abed, you stand in one of those plugs with a bare foot. We all stand there thinking, gosh, golly, blimey, crikey.
No, we
These are
don't.
the words obviously come to mind.
Well, what's interesting is a couple of the ones you mentioned there, for a while were regarded as blasphemous because blimey's Christ blind me and crikey's Christ strike me. And for a while they were frowned upon.
But do you know what's absolutely? But what's interesting is those kind of words we don't seem to. Obviously, we don't get that well. Not many get that offended by those words. Where there's other words which we don't mention, which people do find offensive. Now, a really interesting way that and Carol will probably hate me saying this. An interesting way I look at this is I say that when you're suffering pain, there's certain drugs that you can and you can't, for illegal reasons, can't take. And it's the same with the words that you use. There's certain words that we can and certain words that we can't use.
But if you were to say to a pregnant woman, say fiddlesticks while she's pushing, she's going to tell you to do something else.
Off.
Yes, fiddlestick.
I'm sure. So what I'd recommend is probably the fiddlesticks and a nice strong coffee.
Oh, I was going to say, obviously you've never given birth, but obviously you haven't.
Let me put you in mind, though, Grant, if I may, of the great line from Kirstie Alley in the film Look Who's Talking, that childbirth is pushing something the size of a melon through an aperture the size of a lemon. And in that case, I would suggest they're saying, oh gosh, that stings a bit, wouldn't really fit the bill, would it?
No. Yes, lovely. Thanks for that image, Pam. I was a bit of breakfast. I think I've gone off it. Yes, I think I completely understand, and I mean, of course, childbirth, men can't comment on because it's obviously something that we don't, and I'll say thankfully because we don't experience it, obviously. But I think that when it comes to, it depends on the situation. I mean, the reality is, of course, there's certain situations when, and sometimes there's words that we might use that we might not normally use. Again, we've all had people that probably have never sworn in their lives, and then suddenly, there's an awful reason and you suddenly hear them say something. So I think it really depends on what's going on. It's not right for us to say, oh, nobody should ever use that word because we don't know what situation somebody's in. I'm referring more to the kind of the general things where you might, as I say, stub your toe or walk on something.
But Grant, if I met you, okay, and we're in company, and I drop the F-bomb, not in an aggressive way, I'm telling a joke or something, and I drop it.
Absolutely.
What would you think of me? Would you judge me on that?
You're common and rude.
No, Paul, good gosh, no. I carry a wonderful little dose of things called smelling salt, so I'll probably reach for those.
Bit of sal volatile.
Again, I'd be then asking for an aero.
Let me ask you another question, because another question on the etiquette front. I've chided my producer, even though it's Bank Holiday Monday, I've told the team in the office, the male team, and some of the female team, don't come to your place of work wearing shorts, even on the hottest day of the year, because you never know who's going to come. Could be the Prime Minister, could be Grant Harrold, could be somebody really important.
Exactly, I agree. Absolutely agree.
But he looks cute.
Alex obviously got the wrong memo. I think he thought he was off on safari today, so I think we just have to kind of blind eyes to this.
He does look a little bit like the short fellow out of It Ain't Half Hot, Mum.
Has he got one of those rubber rings on as well and like some flip-flops?
No, but he is sporting a solar topi, like Mad Dog's an Englishman.
Oh, sounds delightful, yes. Maybe just send him home for the day or send him off to a beach or something.
I'm not having you two diss him. He looks really nice. He's got nice...
Diss him? You're down with the kids, aren't you?
He's got nice little legs. He's got his bright white Converse on.
One's all right, the other one's like a noodle.
No, he's got that. And he's all clean and very neat and nice. He looks lovely.
I think we should tweet a picture of him. We're going to tweet a picture of you to give us your comments. Yes. You've been a great sport, Grant. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you, Grant.
Grant Harrold there, former Royal Butler, talking to me, Paul Ross, and Carol Malone for a bit of fun on Bank Holiday Monday.